Hello and welcome. I am Scarperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server. We are with Shrike, our Stalker, who's got almost 6 million experience, with about 1 million to go to get to level 39, and we have 20.6 million influence. We're on a story arc. Fighting the Devouring Earth, we're looking for Tanya Tyler. I just did a street hunt mission for our contact. We had to defeat 50 Devouring Earth in Founders Falls. 50. So I didn't make you guys watch that. That's pretty darn tedious. And in fact, if we weren't experiencing so many bugs of things not showing up in missions that were forcing me to auto-complete them, I would have probably auto-completed that mission because I don't like street hunts. Especially, I mean, like, I don't mind 10 or 15, but 50 is just psychotic. I don't know why anyone developing this game would have thought it would be fun to just go fight 50 guys to find one clue on the street. But I was able to find a pretty good spawn point and didn't take me that long, 10 minutes, 15 maybe. So now we're in an actual mission. And we're going to see if we can find Tanya. And then we will get a little bit more information about this story arc. They will never find the girl, so is she over here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well. Yeah, one of the things is Founders Falls caps out at level 39, so I was mostly fighting white cons and blue cons. Which made it ridiculously easy as well. So I'm still not sure what to do, guys, about the fact that we really need to up this to +3s, but we're not going to be able to hit. It's going to be almost impossible to get the salvage we need to make up a sufficient number of archetyped enhancements to get, or not archetype, invention enhancements to get sets that will buff our accuracy. I mean, it would take me to level like 48 to get enough influence and enough materials to do the higher level missions without missing all the time, right? I'm gonna need, look at this, missed again. I'm gonna need, and missed again by the way, I don't know, 4 or 5, minimally 4 or 5 enhancement sets. Given what the orange salvage sells for, what, 1.2 mil, give or take, I wouldn't be able to buy more than, you know, a handful of salvage pieces, which would only be enough to craft maybe, you know, 7 or 8 enhancements. If that, we'd have to buy the recipes too. And that would like drain me all the way of all the influence we've saved up, so I really don't want to do that. I also very much wanted to use this character to show how it works with single origins, and I mean, I think it's working fine. My main concern is just the lack of challenge for the +2s, right? If we go up to +3, and if it wouldn't give me +4s, I think we would be fine, but I think +4s are going to be almost impossible. It's just going to, if we end up with one of these missions where it's mostly +1 to the mission, and we're fighting mostly +4s, it's going to be really, really tedious. It'll be harder, but it's also going to take insanely long. And we're going to have a lot of times when we're going to need to run out of the mission and get more yellows and things like that, more yellow inspirations. And I don't know that I really want to do that either. So, I don't know, we're just going to have to see. And if you have any suggestions, please leave them on how to handle this difficulty setting without the ability to really do sets. right? So our problem is this is appropriate. What we want is to be mostly fighting plus threes, right? Level 41 at this point. If we set the missions on plus two, the way I have them now, then somewhere between 30 and 60% of the spawns will be plus threes, and somewhere between 40 and 70% of the spawns will be plus 0 to the mission. They'll be plus 2 to me. So the plus 2s are too easy. The plus 3s are about right. They're a little easy. Plus 4s might actually be more interesting to fight just from the perspective of how many hit points they have and that kind of thing, and how much damage they do to us. But the problem is that every time you go up a level above your level, every time you do that, you lose about a 10% chance to hit. Right? So the base to hit is 75, but when we're fighting level, plus 4s, our chance to hit's going to be like 45. And that's going to mean we're going to be constantly missing. And that's really frustrating. And it's not necessarily any more fun to watch. Yeah, my health will redline more often. But if it's just whiff, 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 hit, whiff, whiff, hit, I don't know that that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And I'm going to end up being really aggravated because I don't like to miss. I hear a glowy. So, I don't know if we... oh my gosh, that can't be Tanya. I'm certain it's not. But let's fight these guys first. So this is too easy, right? The oranges. We want reds. But the problem is if we bump the mission difficulty up to red, right, plus 2, then we're going to get a whole lot of plus... sorry, we bump it up to plus 3, we're going to get a whole lot of plus 4s, as many as 60% or so plus 4s in our plus 3 missions, and they're going to be really hard to hit. And so the solution to this is to get some enhancement sets that have give you bonuses to your accuracy, right? And that can offset the plus 10 or so percent that they get from being plus 4 instead of plus 3. Excuse me. But the problem with that is that sets are really expensive to make, and we're going to end up... We do not have enough influence to do that. We have enough influence to buy single origins, no problem. But the way this server is, it's so expensive to buy salvage and probably recipes that I don't think 20 million is anywhere near enough to do that for all of our powers. And you only get a small buff to the accuracy with a single set. And we'd need to do this for 5 or 6 sets minimally. And so I just feel like that's going to be really expensive. And if we start down that road and find out it wasn't worth it, we're going to end up being influence poor at levels 42 and 47 when we need another 10 million or so in order to do our SOs. So I'm just really not sure how I want to do it. So what do we have? A love letter. So we found this love letter searching for the missing environmental activist Tanya Tyler. It reads, "My darling Tanya, I have thought often of you these many years, your beauty, your determination, your everlasting devotion to Mother Earth. All these I remember, and they give me hope. One day I shall rise from the dank and musty den to which I have been consigned, but until then, dearest Tanya, you will be my vessel, my Terra. You will spread our message, you will cover the earth. All my love, Hamadan." At the bottom of the letter, a map has been hurriedly scrawled in the dirt along with the letter, along with the message, "Please help me." So it looks like Tanya is somewhere else. And Ginger says, "What's this then? A love letter to Tanya Tyler from the Hamadan the devouring earth are always talking about. How strange and how disturbing. I think you'd better go after this woman right away." And so we will. So she's pinned down where the devouring earth have Tanya, so let's go get her. And that will be in Steel Canyon. I mean, the other thing we can do is just run with a lot of yellow inspirations. Um, and I can just pause it when I'm running to get them. I mean, maybe that's a good compromise solution. Let's finish up this story arc, guys, and then I'll see what I can, I'll think about it, and we'll see what I come up with. We hit level 40, we're going to get another row of inspirations. We could carry like up to 8 of them, the yellows. And so maybe that's a good solution, and just make sure we're carrying lots of yellows. And then we can just go into +3 to, basically +3.5, right? Because we'll get most, like half +3s and half +4s in most missions. Yeah, I don't know how else to do it without spending a lot of influence on sets, and given how rare a lot of the salvage is, it could lead to a lot of frustration trying to get all of the salvage we need to get the enhancement sets done that we need, so that we can get the accuracy up where we need it. I mean, it will minimally take till like level 42 anyway, and probably longer, to get that much stuff. And that's assuming we didn't run out of influence. So I don't know what the solution is here, guys. Leave some comments. So we need to rescue Tanya. And I don't know if we have to lead her out or not, so we may as well pave the road, as it were. Take these guys out on the way in so that we don't have to take them out on the way out. All right. I gotta say, I really love all the claws animations. They're really cool. I like the sound effects of it. This character is awesome. And there is a patrol. I don't know that we need to kill every one of these guys. There's going to be a lot of them in this room, I think. Beyond the several that we've already seen. That's not ready yet. So you see how much I'm missing? Now imagine they're 2 levels higher, right? That's the problem. It's not so much how much damage they do or any of that, it's how much you miss at the higher level difference. Alright, I think we're gonna keep looking for Tanya. Let's see if we can find her. Alright, so we've been that way. And you know, I've done this mission, but I don't remember where she was. Okay, so this is just a repeat. So we gotta go further south, I guess. I hear more talking, or see it. Patrol, alright, well... Patrol needs to be taken out. Because those guys could interfere as we're trying to run her out. Two little rebels. So she must be even further in. How are we doing on this map? Well, we got a ways to go, it looks like. Again, we may need to take her out this way. Three misses in a row, you see, against the red con, so imagine if it's purple. And there she is. So we'll see if we need to lead her out right now. We will find that out. You see how much we're missing? Again, imagine he's level 42 instead. And we've saved her, and we've got an invention salvage. We got a clue. And we got an enhancement. Magical enhancement. We don't really need that. And the clue says... It's true, I did know Hamadan. Back then he was Hamadan Pasalima, a molecular biologist. He was so passionate, he was concerned about the world. We fell in love. But I haven't seen him in years. Not since our first raid on Paragon Technological Institute. Yes, I was there. Hamadan used the facilities to create something called the Will of the Earth, a colony of sentient bacteria with the ability to warp living material on a molecular level. When the heroes came to stop us, I lost track of him. I guess I always assumed he'd been killed. And Ginger says, well, Tiger Shrike, it looks like the Devouring Earth have much more personal interest in Miss Tyler than we realized. I'm having her taken to a lab. Hopefully the doctors can stop her transformation before it's too late. I doubt that. No, they can't. Devouring Earth are raiding another drug lab. I need you to stop them from stealing any more chemicals. The Devouring Earth won't give up their plan easily. We may have rescued Tanya Tyler, but some other woman might be kidnapped and used instead. And what's probably going to happen, in fact, I know what's going to happen, is Tanya's going to be re-kidnapped at some point. And my guess is, while we're trying to stop all the DE in this lab, they're going to go break Tanya out of custody and take her to Hamadan. Yeah, I had gotten so used to calling it the Hamadan that I had completely forgotten when I redid this mission with Silver Phoenix. I had completely forgotten that Hamadan was a guy before he became the Hamadan. Sort of a weird name, though, Hamadan. I thought it was his last name. I thought he was like Paul Hamadan, but according to this, it's Hamadan Palsima, so it must be his first name, which is weird, but okay. It's a weird first name. Can't deny that. It is a very strange first name. I want Super Jump back so badly. But we're with Super Speed now. We'll just stick with it until we get to level 50. And then our next character will definitely have either Super Jump or Flight. Alright, so defeat all. So we're just going to start here and work our way in. This lab could be up to 5 floors. I don't think it is, but, you know, one never knows. Unless you've done it recently and you remember it. You know, one of the other things I mentioned before that I really don't remember these maps, like, mission by mission. And so, I mean, I know we're in a lab map and I know what some of the rooms could look like, but I don't know which rooms are where on the map or how many levels there are to the map. And I remember saying in an earlier episode that, you know, back in the day during the original launch of the game, I actually did remember a lot of the maps and I had a lot of them memorized. And I attribute some of that to the fact that there are a lot more map varieties now than there were at launch, and that is true. But another thing that I didn't think about, but is definitely true, is we saw these maps multiple times because at first, I'm pretty sure at first, doing, like, say, this mission for me when you're on the team with me did not clear it for you, even if we both had the same mission live at the same time. And a lot of times you didn't have the same exact mission. You'd be 2 or 3 parts of a story arc ahead of your friend or what have you. And so I saw the same mission sometimes, you know, several times in a week, just because I did it, and then another, you know, a few days later a friend of mine did it, and then a few days later another friend of mine did it. And so we were, you know, constantly helping each other with these missions. And we did them multiple times in rapid succession, and if you did this mission 2 or 3 times in a row, you'd have it memorized, right? Why can't I hit this guy? Oh, because you see this? Level 41 Lieutenant. It took me like, what did I miss him? Like 9 times? So that's why I'm concerned about going up to the higher level difficulties without having some kind of accuracy buff other than just build up. So now this is annoying. We got to take the hide off to aggro them, and then we can put it back on. Got to wait for it to recover first. And now it's back. on now. There we go. Another miss. Another miss, you see? Another miss. Right? And this is all because... See, and we were forced hit by Streak Breaker. That was another miss. Rolled 97, 70. It was a 65% chance to hit, and we were missing that much. Alright, so let's just make sure that I didn't miss anybody in here. I don't feel like coming back. Okay, looks good. On to level 2. There could be up to 4 more levels after the first. So, 1 down, possibly 4 to go. Nope, it'll just be 2 more, I believe. And then whatever's on this level, which is just these guys. You can see at the +2 level how quick it is to smack these guys around. Alright. Let's just see what's here. We're going to have to come back anyway. So... this is a patrol. Let's take them out. Where'd the other part of the patrol go? Where'd he go? There he is. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be a big section. I'm going to go all the way in. Come on. And then come back out. Yep. Okay. Darn it. Alright, let's get away from the fungus. And the quartz. And we'll get away from the fungus again. These little emitters are really annoying. That is a really cool sound when they hit you and you have that like crystalline, I don't know what to call it, echoey sound. It's really cool. Now I don't know if we got to take this thing out if it counts for part of the defeat all. Would not put it past them to make it count. Okay, so now we're going to hide and work our way back. I still think it's weird that these things howl like wolves. Come on. Alright, no, I'm not letting them stay in the court. Look at this. He made 4 guys. That's just ridiculous. Or 3 guys. Trying to get him in the cone. There we go. don't know if the quartz counts. So we'll get rid of it. Oh, and there's more guys over here. And we have technicians to rescue. So these guys are guarding the technicians. I didn't see any other techs. Hopefully I didn't miss one. Because I was looking at the defeat all and I didn't even notice the defeat the tech, but that save the techs. Alright, let's just double check this here. Yeah, there was nobody down there. Yeah. Alright, out we go. This is the most evil of these guys, I think. Got him. Okay, that takes him out. Now the instant healing should really bring us back. Watch how fast it regenerates. Keep an eye on that bar. Instant healing is an awesome power. Didn't wait quite long enough. It was like 1 second early on that. There we go. Okay. That takes care of that bottom area. There should be some guys up here. Only one? No. Oh, ugh, purple sentry. He's going to be hard. Alright. Well, I guess we're not going to wait for build-up. I'm just going to start attacking him. Oh, that's right. Now he's going to unleash the cairn, so we're going downstairs. And let him come after me. Take this guy out while we're waiting. Good, knockdown is what I like. Alright, we need some accuracy here. If we can keep knocking him down, we might be able to prevent him from putting a cairn out again. Got him. Excellent. Alright, neither of these guys are fun to fight at +3, but we'll be alright. Yeah, Sardonyx is not so bad actually. It's really the bedrock that's a pain. Because of the missing, right? Missed again. Missed again. You gotta get him while build-up is running, because otherwise you have, like, no chance to hit. Alright, we've saved all but one technician now. That technician should be on the other floor, I would think. We got the fungi here. This thing heals them. Of course, there aren't any them around here, and I keep forgetting to turn off super speed. Somebody remind me. Sometimes I wish you guys were kind of in chat with me, like pinging me, going, turn it off, you forgot again. Some of that's just because I'm talking. Alright, should be one floor left, one technician, and some more DE. It's pretty, it's a moderate size level, it looks like, not too big. Couple dead ends. Another dead end. Another dead end. So it seems like a big level at first, and then you find out it's all dead ends. And there should just be a couple rooms left. Yep, just this one. Alright, guys. I guess I gotta turn off hide again. Take care of him. Back to hiding. We're going to do the edges first, and then we'll come around and do the interior. I should have just left hide off, right? Alright, so the edges are done. I'm going to come in here. So we're going to fight these guys, and then while I'm revealed, I'll go back out there so I don't have to keep turning hide off and back on. So this is the last tech. Alright, and then we'll just come out here. That should aggro them. Yep. And I think the whole them being trees business, I think that's new. Well, it's not original, let's put it that way. I don't know how new it is. But I don't think they could do that when the game first came out. So now it's just a question of beating up these last guys. We gotta wake these guys up. Hi, guys. The Devouring Earth, for some reason, are almost as satisfying as the Rikti to beat on. And that's the end of the mission. And I think we're probably about done with this episode. Do we get any clues? Chemical residue. Chemical residue from a machine in the lab I saved the devouring earth from. According to Dr. Stanley Sheridan, the devouring earth... I thought it was Steve Sheridan. The devouring earth were manufacturing a drug that can cripple the immune system. I don't think that's a new clue. Now we got a clue. The fertility drug, Samadon's letter to Tanya, I'm beginning to put this together. Tiger Shrike. We know that Hamadon's tried to create a progenitor before. A being that can produce more devouring earth creatures. He's always been thwarted in that attempt. But what if he's found another way? I believe Hamadon intends to make Tanya, the devouring earth matriarch, a breeder for new monsters. Yep. That's probably what he's doing. Alright guys, I think that's good enough. We will be back with another episode in the near future. Until then, I am Scarpalock, and this is City of Heroes.